We continue our coverage of the shocking story from Srinagar, where the editor of Rising Kashmir, Shujaat Bukhari, was shot dead outside his office near the press enclave in Srinagar by three men who came on a bike and fired on his vehicle. We are getting live visuals now from the funeral service of Shujaat Bukhari. He was shot dead yesterday outside his office by three bike-borne terrorists. Jammu and Kashmir police has released the image of those terrorists as well and have sought the help from the people to help identify who these terrorists were. Sources have told Republic TV that Pakistan's ISI hand is suspected behind the murder of Shujaat Bukhari. As we continue to get you live visuals from his funeral service, we are also getting reports that Omar Abdullah is present at Shujaat Bukhari's funeral service. Zeenat, my colleague, joins me on the phone line with all the details. Zeenat, funeral service being held. We are also getting reports that sources have told Republic TV that Pakistan's ISI may have linked with LET to carry out this gruesome murder.
Yes, these are the pictures, the video that is coming from the funeral prayers that are being held in the Creary area in Baramulla district of North Kashmir, where from the Shujaat Bukhari actually hails from. The dead body was taken yesterday late evening to the Creary, and now the funeral prayers are being held. Well, whosoever has carried this kind of gruesome murder, he should not be spared, and the perpetrator should be definitely booked as per the law, and the justice should be delivered. Because this is not only an attack on the Shujaat Bukhari, it is an attack on the journalists, it is an attack on the freedom of press.
Absolutely. Even today, Zeenat, Rising Kashmir, remember Shujaat Bukhari was the editor of Rising Kashmir. He was shot dead on Thursday evening. The newspaper today wrote in the morning, paid a tribute to Shujaat, saying that you left all too sudden, but you will always be our leading light with your professional conviction and exemplary courage. We won't be cowed down by the cowards who snatched you from us. We will uphold your principle of telling the truth, however unpleasant it may be. Rest in peace. Funeral service of Shujaat being held, the last rites being held. Zeenat continues to be with us. Zeenat, Jammu and Kashmir police has asked the help of the public to help identify the three men who came on a bike and murdered him.
Yes, yesterday late evening, yes, there was a press release from the Jammu and Kashmir police seeking help from the civilian population here to identify the killers of Shujaat, because they have, as they have accessed the CCTV footage of the area that clearly shows the three men on bike. They were the bikers. Three men on bike they were, and they entered the press colony, and as the police suspect them behind the killing of the Shujaat Bukhari. And yes, the police has said the identity will not be revealed, that will be kept, they will not reveal the identity, but yes, all the security agencies and the political establishments, the journalist fraternity is completely in shock after the killing of the Shujaat Bukhari, who was murdered. He was murdered. It was a cold-blooded murder that was witnessed in the press colony yesterday evening. When he left from his office to his home, he was attacked by the three gunmen near his vehicle. He was targeted, and there only he succumbed along with one of the PSO, and later the second PSO come to his injuries at SMHS hospital. This is coming at a time when the government is really preaching to have talks with the Pakistan, so they are giving amnesty to the stone melters, but at the same time we are saying now even the journalists are not being spared, and this is coming exactly in Srinagar, in the heart of the city, where you have hustle bustle, and in the press colony, where you have an eye of all security agencies, the military intelligence, the CID, the CIT of the Kashmir, you have the offices of newspapers, national, local, everybody, and it is happening in a broad daylight that the Shujaat was targeted. He was killed by the gunmen yesterday, and they also managed to escape from the spot after carrying this gruesome murder.
Absolutely. It's shocking, really, isn't it? We've seen the terrorists target security forces, India's security forces and the civilians, but now this is an attack on free press as well.